but I do like it. I think it looks great. I think it's going to look great with X-Men figures. Like I said, I don't know this character as much as a lot of other X-Men, so that's something I'm going to have to look up, but I think just the overall look of the werewolf body and everything looks pretty cool. And her face looks very comic booky. I do like it. I will say that. Hello! Today on the channel we're going to be unboxing WOLFSBANE. This is a Marvel Legends series figure from Hasbro, part of the Zabu Build-A-Figure. Yeah, it just came out not too long ago, so super happy to start getting a lot of these, seeing a lot of these figures coming out, and for me getting at least a couple of them to start. So I got Cable and this WOLFSBANE, so looking forward to getting the rest of them and getting this Zabu saber-toothed tiger built. Looks pretty cool. There's the front of the box. Let's flip it to the back. There's the back of the box. I don't know if that's a focus. There we go. Let's flip it to the first side. There's some artwork there. Comic book artwork with WOLFSBANE. And we'll go to the other side. Same deal, just the other side. Let's get that glare off. There you go. Pretty cool. And the top, I've noticed so far, all of them, the two that I bought have the Marvel on top. I wonder if they're going to go to that, just do Marvel on top, because they used to have whatever character was their logo up here, but I've noticed in this wave so far, the two figures I've got, it just says Marvel, but that works. And the bottom is your barcode legalese. I will zoom it on into that barcode just in case you need it. Let's see if we can get an actual focus going. I guess that's focused. There it is. Alright, let's set it here, pull the camera back, get a little closer look at everything on the box, and we'll get it completely taken out of the box. There's the Zabu Build-A-Figure logo, 4+, warning, Marvel Legends, and there's WOLFSBANE. Now this is a character I don't know a whole lot about. I remember seeing WOLFSBANE in different things, but I don't actually know the story of WOLFSBANE, so it's something I'm going to have to research and figure out, but I think she looks super cool. And there is the body of Zabu. That's a big looking saber-toothed tiger there. It's going to be cool. Bottom of the box. Flip it to the back. It says WOLFSBANE and Marvel Legends. And there's WOLFSBANE in the comic book look. I'm seeing who? Multiple Man back here, maybe? Yeah. I don't know whose hand that is. I don't know what's going on over here, but I do see that it's Multiple Man. Pretty cool. Let's go ahead and go about right here. You can read that blurb if you would like. And then we'll go ahead and just kind of scan down the box so you can see what's going on until we get to the Build-A-Figure. There is Zabu, the saber-toothed tiger. Pretty cool. I do believe he belongs to Khazar, which I did want to get originally. I had pre-ordered every single one of these. I pre-ordered all of these. And then, because they were supposed to come out in September, so said Hasbro Pulse, but you know how that goes if you order from Hasbro Pulse. Things come 2 to 3 months earlier than they say they're going to, so at that point, I didn't really have the cash to get the entire wave. So I boiled it down to my favorite two figures. Well, not quite. Well, yeah, I would say my favorite two plus the two that I thought were going to be the hardest, which I thought would be Cable and WOLFSBANE because they're X-Men. So those two I bought first. I'm looking forward. I would like to get Khazar next. And then I really think this Black Winter Thor looks awesome. So those will probably be the next two I buy, and then I'll finish on... that sounded awful, but I will finish on Red Widow and Icarus. Those will be the last two. Let's rephrase that to those will be the last two that I get. Alright, there's the bottom legalese. Let's set it here. Let me tilt down, grab that X-Acto knife. While I'm cutting this tape, just want to say if you're enjoying this video, if you could give it a like. If you enjoy action figure unboxings, toy hunts, shelf tours, all that fun stuff that comes with action figures, go ahead and subscribe to Hey What That On My Shelf. Get that all in your feed. Greatly appreciate it. And I would also greatly appreciate a very fun comment. That's always super welcome. So comments are fun. I enjoy responding to comments. Super awesome. Let's see. Let's get WOLFSBANE. I'm going to set it here and tilt the camera back up so you can see WOLFSBANE come out of the box. So I'll open that up. Then we got that one flap here. Here we go. Whoop. There she is. I did read on the blurb on the back, it said lycanthrope, so she is a werewolf, I guess. Pretty cool. Oh, there's a big piece of meat. Yeah, this is going to look great. Oh, we got articulation on the tail. That's fun. It's just a little peg and a rocker, but first part of articulation, and then of course you got your waist and your... Yeah, this is going to be a really cool looking saber-tooth tiger. I cannot wait. I don't know. And I don't know anything about Zabu or Khazar, I'll be honest, but I think they look like amazing figures. I think they're going to be looking so cool on the shelf. So happy to get this weird floppy piece of saber-tooth meat. All right, let's get these hands out of here. Come on. There we go. So these are the punchy fists. Very good. Punching, punching. Do they look any different from a regular punchy fist? Maybe a little bit, because the thumb is a little bit longer than a regular thumb. Because she does have some long fingers like claws. All right, get a little loud. Here we go. Got it. Not bad. This is a pretty cool figure. It doesn't have a ton of updated articulation, but I will say she looks cool. Let's bring the camera. Actually, I got to leave it back, so we got to do some articulation. Not a whole lot of accessories with this figure. With the cable figure that I just unboxed, that's in the same wave, comes with 2 blasters and 2 other bigger hands too. So I think because she comes with this big chunk of Zabu, that's how they can afford to allow such a big Build-A-Figure part. They usually add it with a smaller figure. So, I mean, it makes sense. All right, so the head. Let's go ahead and pop the head out. Oh my gosh, I got to do it on camera. So sorry. Let's get a focus lock. Let's pop her head off and see what we're working with. It is just a ball joint on a, the ball joint up top with a rocker. That's the best way to say it. So she's going to get some really good head up and down with this configuration. So there's her head up. That's almost Spider-Man-esque. And head down, very good. And sometimes with these you can get a little bit funky. So if I do a head down, it'd be that much. That's where I would go. Head up, maybe there. I mean, if she's flying through the sky or something, why not do that? She shoots out of a cannon or something. I don't know, that'd look pretty cool. Pretty menacing coming at you. That's pretty cool. Okay, so the head. We've seen that. You get a little side-to-side action, which is good. So yeah, it works very well. I like it. Definitely not enough room here, the way it's sculpted and everything, to do a butterfly joint there. There is no butterfly. You just have a peg and a rocker there for the shoulder. And this is, the shoulder pad thing is molded in right here. So it is going to, if you need to go, well, it doesn't get in the way really that bad. So it works. I know sometimes they do, like the Jean Grey X-Men 97 figure has the, where they're cut off and they're kind of movable like Wolverine. But I'll be honest, I like when they're molded in and not move around. Even if I lose a little articulation, I think they look better when they're just molded in. So I like this a lot. Does have a bicep cut, so that's cool. You don't see that in a whole lot of female Marvel Legends. Maybe we will start seeing this in a lot of female Marvel Legends from now on. Double jointed elbow with no pins. I really like that. And it gets way back. Nice. It feels really soft, like almost softer than normal. I don't know. Feels a little different. And up and down on the claw hand. I love these claw hands. They're cool. They look really good. Alright, the waist. So there is no waist cut or anything. It's not, doesn't have any of the newer articulation. I know, I always want to call her Marvel Girl. But I think it's, oh, I cannot remember the name. But it's the new Target exclusive that's coming out. Looks like Miss Marvel. I think Warbird, I think is her name, has, I think, a double ball joint, which is really cool. And then even that other Black Widow that came out that had the ab crunch looked pretty good, but I really think they need to get the double ball joints on it. A ball joint up here and a ball joint like under a belt or something would allow for such better movement. When you only have the one, it just feels limited. I mean, and this is a character that's supposed to be a werewolf crawling around. If you had that extra ball joint, you'd get all that extra movement. So I will say, kind of unfortunate. Was hoping that there would be an extra ball joint on here. I wish they'd get to that point. They need women to have stomach articulation. They just do. They just do. It's time. Finally got to the point where we don't have pins anymore. Let's get some extra articulation. All right, so there's your back on the hula hoop. It is just a ball joint up in there, by the way. And your forward is that. So yeah, you get a little side to side. It'll go all the way around. It is just a ball joint. Okay, moving on to the legs, as we don't have any kind of waist cut. We've got a ball joint going in. There's your kick to the side. Not great, but not the worst. Kick forward is great. And your kick back is all you need. That works. It does have a thigh cut. It gets a little bit funky. It's not the worst I've ever seen. I will probably leave mine in 0 position unless I have to move it, but I'd rather not. It gets a little funky looking. Double jointed knee, no pins. I'm loving that. A little tight, but there you go. It's about as far as it gets because the back of her leg hits up in here in her thigh. Okay, and then a front facing pin on her rocker for the foot. Yeah, there we go. Now it's moving on her werewolf foot. Very cool. Alright, I will say she looks pretty cool. I like it. I don't know if it had the waist cut. I think this would be a top tier figure for me, but without it, it just feels lacking. But I do like it. I think it looks great. I think it's going to look great with X-Men figures. Like I said, I don't know this character as much as a lot of other X-Men, so that's something I'm going to have to look up. But I think just the overall look of the werewolf body and everything looks pretty cool. And her face looks very comic booky. I do like it. I will say that. I do think it's worth the price of admission, especially when you get this big Zabu Build-A-Figure part. So let's get that in a better spot. That looks pretty good. There's everything that comes in the box of WOLFSBANE. Let's take out the hands and the big chunk of meat and throw in some other figures for scale. So it's X-Men. I usually like to throw Juggernaut in there for some scale. I'll throw Juggernaut there. Let's see if we can get some other figures in next to him. So here's Cable. Unboxed him. And he's part of the same wave Zabu Build-A-Figure. Cable came with a leg. And let's see if we can get at least one more in here. Let's see if we can get in between here. Maybe just do Cyclops or something. That might be kind of cool. This is an X-Men 97 Cyclops with his blast effect in. It's hard to kind of get a good look at that blast effect. We'll do that. That works. No! Oh boy, he really tilted his head back there. Oh, come on. Get that Scott Summers looking better. There, that actually looks better. That works. Alright, there is your WOLFSBANE. Stay tuned for some posing. Thanks so much for watching.